Hi guys, welcome to today's show Beat It. I'm your host Taj, and today's special guest is a Punjabi artist known for his unique sense of style when it comes to music. I'm talking about the one and only Gurj Sidhu. Okay, so first of all, Gurj, welcome to today's show.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking out your time from your busy schedule and joining us today on our show. Thank you.
No problem, anytime, man. Thank you for supporting, obviously, the new single, and big up to you guys, man, just for supporting the UK.
So first of all, can you tell us how your musical journey actually began?
Yeah, so music was in my family. My daya is my ustad, and that's who I learned from. Now, back in the 70s, he used to sing with his band, and then he went into, he was a big fan of Kulit Manik, and he was actually a daddy. So, so that's where my vocals come from, because that's what I was brought up listening to.
Yeah.
And then, you know, getting on as, I obviously learned how to play like instruments and stuff like that, and I also performed, and then it was just something I wanted to do. I studied music at school, like GCSE level, and then from there I think I was about 15, and then I just thought, this is what I want to pursue as a career. How am I going to do it? And decided, you know what, best thing to do, obviously you can't stop learning, so I carried on doing that. I studied music tech, did a diploma in it, just to, because obviously singing's one thing, producing's another thing, and knowing how everything works on the technical side of things, I think that was something that I had to do. And then it was just like, you know, when Nazare come out, that was with obviously Chaos Productions. I got to meet them through True School. Yeah. And we started work on the album when I was like 15, man. So
amazing. So you've started off really young.
Yeah, I'm 27 now.
You don't look it, so.
No, that would say, when people think like nowadays, like people know me for obviously when songs like "What's the Dara" the Backyard come out, but you know, I've been doing this for a long time.
Wow. So you mentioned your Dayaji also used to sing as well. Is he currently singing as well?
At the moment, obviously, he's hitting his age, so he's taking the back seat and enjoying his life. But you know, on the here and there, when we ever get together, we always, even with my father, we're always just, you know, having a jam at home, even if it's in the front room or something, man. Because nothing beats live singing, I guess.
Of course. So he's taking a step back and he's letting you go through the line.
Yeah, like because when he obviously came into this country in the 70s, you know, it's something he wanted to do, but obviously due to him being the first person that came over from India, he had to sacrifice his life of what he wanted to do, obviously to bring the family over. And obviously I was born here, so it was one of them where, you know, if it was for him, it's a proud moment for him that I'm pursuing this, it's his dream that I'm trying to live, you know. So it's
you're
exciting.
doing a good job. So
thank you so much.
He must be proud of you.
He is, man. He is.
So you mentioned you've taken professional training. How important do you feel this is in today's generation to be trained? That
is the biggest thing. Two things I'd say is, one is Punjabi. I think a lot of people in the UK, not mentioning many singers, you know, they do lack on the Punjabi side of things, saying like it's not being able to pronounce certain words. So I think the language is a big thing, and I think training, that's something you can't stop doing, you know. You learn something new every day, whether you just sat there on a baja or you're on a keyboard or doing something, you know, there's always something new to learn. So I think that's a really big part of it.
Yeah, of course. And your Punjabi is really good.
Thank you.
So how did you learn?
God, GC, you know what I mean? It's like mum and dad, you know, my grandparents, they brought me up, my daya, so we all lived in one house, and it was one of them, it's like the first language was Punjabi in the house. It still is today, you know, and that's something I'm proud of, to be honest, because at the end of the day, if that wasn't the case, then I'd be a bit of a coconut man. Do you know what I mean? So without that, it's one of those things where it's like, for me, if I didn't learn the Punjabi, if I wasn't speaking it at home, if I wasn't watching the films and stuff like that and listening to Punjabi Sangeet, then I don't think I'd be able to sing the way I do. I probably would have, if I did go through it, I'd probably be more of a pop singer, you can say, than a folk singer. So definitely, Punjabi is a big thing, man.
Of course. So you've sampled bass and drum songs, and your sense of singing is quite unique anyway. So is there a certain direction you're going in?
Me, I try, with me and my team, you know, we try to bring out different things. As a UK artist, I don't want to be known to, you know, if something works, then just keep doing that, because that's what a lot of people in India do. You know, if they have one hit track, then the next 10 will be the same. Same beats, you know, different type of melody, but pretty similar. So with me, it's all about experimenting with sounds, new sounds, old sounds. You know, I'm a big hip hop head. I grew up listening to, you know, Snoop Dogg back in the day. You know, so at the same time listening to Marnik and Jazzy B. So it's one of those things where I think when it comes to our stuff, you know, we dropped like things like Deep Obsession was a drum and bass track. You know, normal Punjabi artists wouldn't even think about shooting a video for a drum and bass track because they think it's not commercial, it's not like this. But you know, for me, it's never been about that. It's never been about just dropping commercial songs. We like to just make music that we think sounds good. If people enjoy it, then it's a bonus, I guess.
Yeah, and you have to, you know, you have to be on top of it, and you have to be up to date as well.
100%. Like you've got to. It's one of those things. The time moves, I guess. You got to move with it. Because audiences change as well. You know, if we was to just drop pure folk songs that were, you know, back to basics of literally like Tabla Tolki, all this, and we had albums like that, there's not many people that are going to want to hear that. And then if you want to pursue it as a career, I guess you've got to kind of get that middle part, you know, and move with the times and move with new sounds and stuff, and what's going on in today's, like, it's like prime examples like hip hop music. If you listen to hip hop music from the 90s, and then you listen to it even in the early 2000s, and now you listen to hip hop music, there's not much hip hop. It's like trap music, you know, and that's what a lot of people are now using in Bhangra. So I guess you just have to move with the times.
Yeah, of course. So let's talk about your relationship with Chaos. What's your relationship like outside the studio?
We're on the phone for like an hour a day, I reckon. Like, I speak, literally. Like we speak, whether it's ideas, music, or whatever not. It's crazy, like the relationship from just working together. It's more like brothers. So, you know, in the morning I know that we're going to probably chat about 11 o'clock and be like, yeah, we're going to do this today. You know, I'm going to vocal this, or, you know, it's always positivity is what I get from him, from Ammo especially. And it's one of those things where I rate those guys as producers because one, they play everything themselves, you know, they compose everything themselves. They're not the type of guys that just ring up a guy in India and be like, yeah, can you send me a piece? You know, it's all composed in-house. So it's someone that I'd be working with probably for the rest of my life, man.
Amazing. So quite a solid friendship there.
Definitely, man. Definitely, always.
Can we expect you working with other UK producers as well?
Yeah, I am working with some producers. There's a few collaborations going down at the moment. I can't really say any names at the moment. not for the UK anyway, because the reason being is because I want him to drop it. Because it'll be a little surprise. I'm working with people like in Canada. I'm off to Toronto next week to shoot a video for a new song that's produced by Big Bird. It's got Sonny Moulton on it. That'll be coming out through Gippy's label, Humble Music. So we've got that shoot next week. And I'm working, obviously, there's one actually international collaboration with a female singer. She's never actually sang a duet before, so it's going to be quite a big release for me. I'm quite proud of that one with Chaos on the music. So that's something we're looking to shoot pretty much in the next couple of weeks. And I'm also working on my second album, which will be titled Surreal. So,
amazing. So, like myself, do other people also get confused about, you know, knowing whether you're from India or whether you're from here?
A few people have obviously, I've come across a few people that have obviously thought that I am from India. But now I'm born in the UK, so I guess when they get to meet me and get to know me, I think that's when it comes out. But when they hear me on the tracks, they think, yeah, he's from India because of the way he sings and his Punjabi. So it's quite good though, because when you go meet people and they think you are from India and you're not, and it's like, yeah, it's cool, man.
It makes you think, okay, my Punjabi must be really good.
No, it's all right. It's okay. It's all good. It could be better. But yeah, try kari diye puri.
I think it's really good anyway. So.
Thank you, Taj.
So obviously, you're from the UK. How important is it for you to represent the UK scene?
Oh, big time, man. Because you know, for the type of singing that I do, there's not many people in the UK that are releasing music on that level. You know, you've got people like JK doing a great job. You know, for fair play to him. But realistically, you know, in the UK, everyone's gone a bit quiet. I feel. And it shouldn't be like that. It should be like the way it was when it was kicking in the 2000s, you know. UK was running it, you know, and I think it's a big thing is to try and get more releases, you know. And I feel that there's not many, even with female singers, there's not many female singers in the UK. So I think that could be something, you know, if someone comes up out of the UK female singer wise, I think that might help the industry as well, because it's very difficult to find Punjabi female vocalists, because if you do, sometimes they can't speak the language properly, and then that plays a big part, because when someone in India hears someone say a word wrong, it's not like someone hearing it here. But they sing English words completely wrong, but it's never a problem. But when it comes from this side, if you've got like a female or a Punjabi artist that maybe says the one word like wrong, it's like a big thing. So I think if there was a proper tiered female vocalist in the UK, I think she'd smash it, man. Well,
unfortunately, I can't sing. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have smashed it.
Don't worry, man. Get Nav to sort it out, man.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
All right. Well, we're just going to go for a short break now, so stay tuned to hear more from Gurj Sidhu. Hi guys, welcome back after the break. I'm still in conversation with the one and only Gurj Sidhu.
We're here, man.
We're back. So Gurj, it's been a very good year for you due to the releases of your singles and your album. How does it feel to have released your album?
I think it was a response that I didn't expect. You know, it was the highest selling album this year. Wow, 2017 you can say. Went to 37 in the mainstream charts, which was something I didn't even expect, because I've been working on this for 10 years. So for me it was like, sometimes you know, he thinks, oh, should we get it out, should we do this, should we do that? And I think it was one of them where everything came together in the end. It got released, it did what it did really well. But I think like people gave the response to the album, which was like, it was rated. Like for me, when I look back now and I look at what I'm doing right now, I'm like, I can't wait till you hear the second one, you know, like, because what's going on now is, I'd say, is even better than what I did then. And if they're appreciating that, then the next one's, it's definitely going to be better. So
I can definitely imagine it being better.
Yeah, man. Afterwards, I'll show you a few tracks.
So your voice has like a folk vibe to it, but you've given us something slightly different in your new release, Yadgar. Was this a bit of a challenge?
Yadgar was it was a song like, for me, after the album, obviously I don't start working. I'm always working on new things, whether it's beats or if I'm in the studio just putting chords down or making songs or just making dummies even. That was something that I made. I basically made like the guitar section, and I was putting things together and the chords and stuff, and I rang my cousin who wrote the song, Gurj Sidhu. I rang him on the phone, and I'm like, on video call to him whilst I'm just in the studio, and I'm like, right, so I've got this line in my head which is "Thode din rokni tu mere karengi sanu ape aanke." And he's like, yeah man, he's like, I like that. And I was like, I joked around, and I was like, do you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, because he had a story like behind where he was with someone, and you know, she went to New Zealand and all this, and I was like, okay, so he's wrote the song, and he's like, and I said to him, I goes, let's keep a pattern, like, let's have the word Yadgar in every verse, you know, because it's memories, isn't it? And for me, I made the track, and I had a gig in Leicester, and I've just gone out, you know, as you do, thought, a good audience, let's just drop it and see how it goes down. And it went down wicked, and people were feeling the vibe. That's when I come back to it, and I went to Chaos, I was like, Amo, this could be our first like joint venture on the musical side of things, because I've not really released anything with my name on it as a producer. So I said, okay, let's see what we can do. And when he come on board with the track, and he was like, let's do it, it evolved into something else. And I was like, okay, I'm feeling this, man. He like even the whole violin section and making that beat even more punchier, you know, the B line and stuff like that. And I was like, it's got a vibe. And I just thought, you know what, I might as well just go shoot a video for it, right? I thought it's one of them things. Like for me, this wasn't a song that was going to come out on a certain label or anything. It was just something I decided to do. I thought, the way I'm doing things is, you know, I'll make a project, and I'll do it all myself, and then I'll take it to a label and say, you know, what do you think? Do you want it? If you want it, it's going to be like this. And that's exactly what happened. We went to Thailand, you know, shot out there, and even the concept, like we were shooting 2 videos out in Thailand. One was a track I've produced, which is going to be coming out on my album called Harley, and this one. And, you know, it was, for me, we were sat there in the room, we've done 1 video shoot, we've got like 5 days now left, and then we were like, first the story was something else, visually, and then, you know, we were just sat down, and we've just got some breakfast in the morning, and it was like, should we just do something different? Like, should we just do something like some caste stuff, or like, because the thing is, everyone knows like caste and religion plays a big part in like relationships today. There's people out there that, you know, can't be with the person they want to be with due to like caste and religion, which shouldn't always be the case, because we all bleed red. That's what I believe anyway. And then so that's happened, and then we thought of this concept, and like obviously my brother, I said to him, but he come over from India. I got him to come down for the shoot, and he's there like, I was like, you're gonna have to play a role of a Muslim, simple. And he's like, that's fine, I'll do it. But he was like, I'm not taking my much off, So, you know, he was sat there, he was asleep, and I just got a razor and took him off, you know. And I was like, that's it, you're gonna have to play the role now, aren't you? You know. And I goes this, and then you know, with the actress, you know, Dovey and Sonny Film Law, we all come up with this concept that, okay, we're gonna have to play, you're gonna have to act. And I was like, mate, that's not my thing, innit? You know, I'm more of a performance video type of banda, you know. I'm not the type of guy that goes out and acts. And he was like, you're gonna have to do it. And I was like, right then, let's do it, you know. Even jumping in a pool backwards, you know, is not something you do like unless you're on holiday, do you know what I mean? Like, so that it was a very good experience for me, because I got to do things that I've not done before, and it connected with the audience, you know, and I think that was a big part. And I just want to thank everyone on the team, from like, you know, Sonny from Film Law, who directs all my videos, and we do everything together. Chaos as well on the music, Ammo, with myself, Gurj Sidhu on the lyrics, VIP Records for doing a great job, Dovey the actress, you know, everyone played their role. And I think that's a big part. People forget that one person can't do everything.
No, of course.
Everything's a team effort. So big up to the team behind it, man, you know, and it's just the start. There's plenty more to come.
Definitely. How has the response been with the song and the video itself? Really
good, man. I'll be honest with you, I go to sleep with my phone on flight mode, for a reason, because at night, you know, when it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, India sari jaga there, you know, and that's when they start sending these videos in, like when they're like, they're literally doing selfie and dub mash videos and stuff. It's been crazy. I've been like struggling to upload them, you know, so I had to find this new way on like Instagram, like highlights. That's fine, I'll put them on there, man, you know. And then if phone kar dun there, acha videos aadi pai nahi and all this, you know. So it's been a really good response out there, you know. It's playing on PTC out there in India, 9X on all the channels. People are enjoying it, and I think they've seen it as they can see the efforts that have gone into the video, and also when it comes down to the actual, not just the visuals, but the actual music, because it's very different to what they expect from me. You know, they want songs like Backyard and 365, which is what I'm known for kind of now. You know, because before that, people weren't singing about cars really, you know, the Mustang thing and all that come now. I even heard a song called Backyard 2 the other day, you know. So, you know, it was something different. And I just wanted to, we had such a great year. I think 2017 has been my biggest year to date, for not just releases, but doors opening. I just wanted to, I could have delayed this track and released it in January, but I just wanted to end the year with a bang, and I think it did.
Could I get you to sing us 2 lines from Yadgar?
Yeah. So it goes a bit like this. थोड़े दिन रोकनी तू मिले आ करेंगी सानू आप आन के रख थोड़ा हौसला तू खंगया करेंगी फिर जान जान के थोड़े दिन रोकनी तू मिले आ करेंगी सानू आप आन के.
It actually sounds like there's like a DJ playing. It sounds so good.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Just touching up on the video again, obviously it's quite a sentimental video, and it touches up on caste and real life situations. Were you a little bit scared when releasing the video about what people or the audiences might say?
We had this conversation whilst we were on set, and I even spoke to the whole team, and I was like, look, people might portray this in a bad way, you know, because when it comes to religion and caste, people, you know, they do start to, especially the people that are proper into it, that are literally hardcore religious and everything, they're the type of people that are probably bad name it. When it goes to, the only conversation I had was, look, you can't please everyone. No. As simple as that, you know. Not everyone's going to like my music. I don't expect them to. Everyone's got their own taste. The subject of the matter, I thought, at the end of the day, we're just showing something that's true and that's reality. Now, if people click with that, then fair play, because I mean, in the past, I know plenty of people that have been in that situation. And I thought it should be something that should be put out to the world. So I just decided to go with it. If anyone's going to bad name it, they can, you know. For me, I've never really bothered about that, to be honest. I think, you know, so that's what we tried to do.
So what song of yours do you feel has actually made your singing career?
I'd say Backyard, definitely. That song, I didn't even know how big that song was over there, and like even in Canada and stuff, because obviously the Mustangs and stuff, they're all in America, in Canada, the so I think that was the song that kind of was the standout track off the album, and when it dropped, I think that's what put my name out in India.
Yeah, that's good.
Definitely.
So 2017 has been a really big year for you. Is there anything else that we can expect going forward? Yeah, so you can expect a lot more collaborations going on, especially earlier this year. So starting from probably next month will be the first one. I've got a few shoots coming up, so definitely there'll be like 3 or 4 collaborations that are coming out. Then I'm also gonna drop the first single off my album, which is titled Surreal. That's it. Yeah, I was trying to figure it out then. Yeah, so Surreal. So that's what I'm gonna be looking to drop in the summer. Amazing.
So apart from that, it's just shows. I'm off to Australia after Canada to do some gigs out there.
So you're touring a little bit?
Yeah. And then, you know, the wedding season's going to come back here, so it should be a busy year. But apart from that, I'm just looking forward to releasing new music.
That's good.
Yeah.
So we're coming towards the end of the show now. Is there any messages that you'd like to give to your fans?
Yeah, I just want to big up everyone out there that supported me in 2017, even to the people that supported me from the start of this journey. The journey has just started. There's plenty of more music coming out this year. I hope you guys obviously liked Yard God. It's been a great response. Big up to BritAsia for supporting me as well, you know, and the record label VIP Records, everyone that's been part of that track, and just expect quite a few releases coming your way, guys.
We'll look forward to it.
Thank you.
So, Gurj, thank you very much once again for coming on to today's show. Really appreciated it.
Anytime, man. It's all good, man. Next time, you never know, I might bring a baja or something, and we'll have a little jam properly, you know. Definitely. So definitely, anytime, man. If you guys want a live set or anything, we'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, guys, that's all for today's show. See you very soon.